From admitting something super embarrassing about the Twitter takeover to straight up calling the interviewer a liar, here's what Elon Musk revealed in a must-see BBC interview. Starting with just how difficult things have been for the billionaire. According to the new CEO of Twitter, things just haven't been as easy as he expected. Ever since he took over the social media platform, he's been putting out fire after fire.
So, it's been really quite a stressful situation. Were there many mistakes made?
And to be honest, it does seem like he wasn't in the best mood when he was giving that interview, because just the way it was arranged was also weird and messy. But here's a fun fact. Musk had stated that he's down to sell the platform, if of course the right person comes along. The entrepreneur, who also runs the EV maker Tesla and rocket firm SpaceX, added Twitter to his massive portfolio of companies in October 2022, when he bought it for a whopping $44 billion. And the problem with the price tag is that he overpaid like crazy, because back when he bought it, the company was estimated to be worth around $35 billion. Anyway, the interview took place in the company's headquarters in San Francisco, and it covered quite a lot of things. They talked about massive layoffs, misinformation, his work habits, and a whole lot more. But the most intriguing thing about all of this was the fact that he admitted that he was forced to buy the company.
Well,
Did you do that?
I kind of had to.
Right. Did you do that because you thought that a court would make you do that?
Yes.
So this is something that everyone has known for the longest time. Almost everyone knew that Musk really wouldn't have gone through with the sale if it wasn't for the judge forcing him to do so. But he never admitted this before. This time, though, he blurted it out. However, he did admit that he felt that buying Twitter was still the right move. Cause there are speculations about all of that. Just the whole way all of it happened. It was quite clear to everyone that he wasn't in the mood to buy the company, especially since he tried to back out using the whole bots argument, stating that 80% of the website was just bots. Musk admitted that he went through with the takeover just because a judge was about to force him to make the purchase. In an interview, he also revealed that Twitter is going to make changes to the way it labels the BBC's account. See, until now, BBC has the government-funded media label on it. And when the guy was asked about why that was the case, he stated that he understands that the broadcasting company isn't thrilled about being labeled as state media, and that he's working on resolving the issue. So to fix the problem, Twitter adjusted the label to publicly funded. However, despite that, the new label also kind of implies that the BBC is a state-affiliated media. However, when asked about that, Musk replied, "We're trying to be accurate." And he's not exactly wrong here, now is he?
Because you own Twitter.
Yes, I'm saying, who is to say that one person's misinformation is another person's information?
Technically, the BBC is state-affiliated, and the readers of the publication should know that. Even then, this isn't exactly the best-case scenario for the broadcasting company, because it kinda hurts its credibility, and it shows that it might be the British government's lackey. After this, Musk also revealed a few other regrets. During the conversation, he tried to do a lot of the interviewing too, because after all, he had to defend how he's running the company. When asked whether he had any regrets about buying the platform, the Tesla chief stated, "Pain level has been extremely high. This hasn't been some kind of party."
The pain level of Twitter has been extremely high. This hasn't been some sort of party.
In other words, yeah, he has regrets. Talking more about his time as the chief of the world's most influential social media company, Musk said, "It's not been boring. It's been quite a roller coaster." All right, fair enough. Adding to his statements, Musk claimed, "It has been a quite stressful situation over the last several months, but it's getting better bit by bit." Because Musk has admitted that things are going reasonably well and that the site works. But that's not all. Musk also revealed that the workload is crazy. He stated that there are times when sometimes he sleeps in the office. He claimed that there's a spot on the couch in a library that no one goes to. So, when the going gets tough, that's where he goes to take his nap. At the same time, Musk admitted that he's shot himself in the foot with his tweets multiple times, which is true, cause let's not forget that a few years ago, he was being investigated by the SEC because of a super reckless reckless tweet, a tweet that affected Tesla's stock price quite directly. Looking back at the controversy, Musk stated that he shouldn't be tweeting after 3 a.m. And you know what? I agree. But after all the arbitrary talk, the conversation shifted toward Twitter's finances. This is where things kinda start to get messy. When Elon Musk took over, he described Twitter as a non-profit organization. And that wouldn't be so wrong because the platform was bleeding money left and right. However, things kinda got worse when he was at the helm, because what ended up happening was that amidst all of that chaos, a lot of advertisers decided that it was time to leave the platform. But Elon stated that the company is now breaking even, and most of its advertisers have finally returned. He also said that while it's not been easy to cut the workforce from 8,000 to 1,500, it's been financially beneficial to the company. Elon also admitted that he didn't fire everyone in person, which makes sense because it's difficult to talk to 6,500 people face to face.
Do you feel like you need to speak to people when they leave, or?
I mean, it's not physically possible to speak to that many people.
However, the mass exodus of so many engineers did cause a lot of problems for the company, since there were quite a few glitches from that point onward. Musk also talked about how asking people to pay $8 for a blue checkmark has been quite beneficial for the company. And now, Twitter is even going to remove the legacy verified blue ticks. So this means that from this point onward, they're going to need a new way to verify important people, like, ex-presidents and all that. To be honest, all of this is gonna get quite messy, but not as messy as this next controversial segment of the interview that I'm gonna talk about right now, the misinformation. So a lot of folks have a lot of issues with the level of misinformation on the platform. People have talked about how he's cut down on so many staff that there's no one to make sure that this issue doesn't persist. However, Musk has claimed that there's way less misinformation on the platform ever since he took over, and that his effort to get rid of bots has helped decrease fake news. But there's a problem with that. Many outside experts disagree. According to many studies, engagement of accounts with misinformation spiked since Elon Musk took over the question. Elon Musk countered by saying that he trusts ordinary people more than journalists because journalists have a left-leaning bias. Musk is also adamant that there's no misinformation on the site, at least not as much as everyone's claiming there is. So, when the US tech journalist asked Elon how he would respond to claims that there are not enough people on the site to help it police against rising hateful content, Elon asked the reporter to give him an example of such content. But that's when the reporter stated that he was not going to answer Musk's question, and Elon simply called him a liar.
One tweet, and yet you claimed that the hateful content was high.
Well,
That's false.
no. What I
You
claimed,
just lied.
What? No.
That ended up creating quite a bit of controversy. But anyway, that's everything that Elon Musk revealed in a must-see BBC interview.